industries that could generate.
I also think it's going to create jobs, and I also think there's a lot of
populations of bonytail, striped mullet, and razorbacks up to 120 parts per thousand for salinity.
3 inlets to the Salton Sea. We have the Alamo River dump, which means that all the water coming off of the agricultural fields, well, yes and no. No, in that the basin has been here for a very long time, geologically speaking, through some very, very soft soils, and they connected up with their line, which people refer to as the bathtub ring. We have some introduced fish species from the Gulf of California, and she continued to add water to that the water is slowly starting to recede. It's risen as water has evaporated away. Again, there's no outlet to the sea, so they have to search. So as far as the Pacific Flyway, the Salton Sea is and
all kinds of other activities.
Ang stocking density ho namin dito sa mga 90 footer nito at 100 footer ng mga tangke around 40 to 50,000 pounds na live fish. So 40 to 50,000 yung mga 1 pounder ng mga tilapia ang laman ng mga tangking ito. Yung bahay na yan, ang bahay ho ni Big Mama at ni Dr. Hirado. Yan ho ang mag-asawang yan ang sumuporta dito ho sa ating CEO, si Rocky Friends, nung tinatayo niya itong aqua farming na ito sa Avenue 81. Itong mga circular tank na ito, si Rocky Friends din ho ang nag-introduce dito sa Southern California upang gamitin sa pagtitilapia. Very efficient ho itong mga circular tank na ito, especially kung very high ho ang stocking density. Yung ating mga competitors na nagtitilapia, bali si Rocky Friends din ho ang mga gumawa ng kanilang mga circular tank. Ito yung ating holding tank. Dito natin inilalagay yung ating mga produce na ready for market na tilapia. Ayan ho, makikita nyo yung ating aeration na uplift pump na isa, ayan ho, at saka yung sa likod, yung mga paddle wheel ho. Intensive din ho ang ating aeration system dito dahil unang-una, nandito na ho yung mga tilapiang ready for market, mga live tilapia. Bali ho, ang market natin dito sa Amerika ng tilapia are live market. Hindi ho frozen market ang ating market. Mga buhay hong tilapia ang ating binebenta. At yung makikita, kami ho ang supplier na dito sa Southern California and Northern California. Bali ho ang produce natin, mga live tilapia, ay nakakarating ho sa San Diego, Los Angeles, Sacramento, San Jose, hanggang San Francisco po. Doon nyo makikita yung ating mga produkto. Kung kayo ho ay pumupunta sa mga store at makikita nyo sa aquarium yung mga tilapia, o kaya sa restaurant, may makikita kayong tilapia nakalagay sa aquarium, yun ho ay ating mga produce. Bali, we're the only one who can really supply the live market ho. Local ho ang supply ng live market. So, binibenta ho natin kung ating produce na tilapia, not less than $2 a pound. Dahil ho, very expensive ho ang pagtitilapia dito sa Amerika. Ayan ho, makikita nyo yung ating mga feed bin, lalaki ho. Bali, 5 tons ho ang mga laman yan. Yan ho ang sikreto ng ating tilapia. Kaya masarap po ang ating tilapia, yung waste management at saka ang pinapakain ho natin dyan yung mga feeds. Hindi ho algae ang kinakain mostly ng ating tilapia. Kaya ho walang offbeat na lasa yung ating mga tilapia. Masarap po. Ito ho yung aming mga 60 footer na mga tangke. Ito ho namin inilalagay yung mga fingerlings na galing sa 30 footer. Ayan ho, yan ho yung mga 60 footer natin. Ito ho, piniprepare ho namin ito. 60 footer na ito na tangke. Diyan ho namin ilalagay yung fingerlings na galing dito sa mga 30 footer. Yan ho yung ating mga 30 footer na mga tangke. Bali ang ginagamit na aeration ho namin dito is air pump. Makikita nyo ho itong mga 30 footer na ito na mga tangke. Meron ho mga takip na mga net at chicken wire to prevent the birds in eating our fingerlings, especially mga pelicans ho, napakarami ho dito. At saka ho yung mga night bird, pag pipiestahan ho itong ating fingerling, kung hindi ho natin tatakpan ito ng net at mga chicken wire. Ayan ho, makikita nyo yung ating mga fingerlings. Medyo malabo lang ho, hindi natin maanin ng maigi. Diyan ho namin inilalagay yung aming from hatchery, fry. Doon ho namin hinahatch yung mga iklog sa hatchery. And then after that, we put it here sa 30-footer ho. Bali ho, ang aming produce, number 1 right now is tilapia. Pero ang ako farming set from 40 acres na farm na tilapia ay diversified na po sa produkto dahil meron na ho tayong catfish farm located ho ito sa 66, Avenue 66. Ito ho ay 80 acres na catfish farm. So ang produce ho natin from tilapia, catfish at ngayon ho, we will try to raise shrimp dito sa Southern California. Magiging pioneer na naman po yung ating si Rocky Friends sa pag-raise ng shrimp for live market dito sa Southern California. Yung mga oval tank yan, yung mga naunang mga tangking ginawa ho ng ating CEO nung sila ho ay nag-uumpisa dito sa Avenue 81. Ano, at ito yung mga circular tank na ito rin ho, yung mga naunang circular tank na ito just ho sa atin. Mga late 50s ho na dinala ito sa Asia. Bali ang tilapia ho belongs to the cichlid family ho. Ayan ho, makikita nyo yung relatives ng tilapia. Ayan ho, kamukha ho ng tilapia yan. Ayan, another cichlid na isda that belongs to the cichlid family na where tilapia belongs. Mga isda mga mouth brooder ho ito. Bali ho sila pagka ho, ayan ho, makikita at dun very protective ho itong mother tilapia, kaya ho sila mabilis dumami. Ayan ho yung isang klase ng tilapia dun sa Africa. Nakikita nyo ho. Bali ang tilapia ho, upon maturity, mga 5 to 6 months, nagbe-breed na po yan at nilalagay nila sa bunganga nila yung mga iklog. Actually, yung mga Egyptians ho, ang mga unang nag-breed ng tilapia. Bali ho si Cleopatra, ang kinain ho niya tilapia. Pati ho si Julius Caesar, si Mark Antony, nakakain ho ng tilapia. Dahil ho ang tilapia, ito ay native ng Africa at Middle East. Doon ho sa Israel, tawag ho nila dito Saint Peter Peace dahil ito pa yung mga hinuli ng mga apostles at ito pa yung mga pinakain nila sa mga ni Jesus Christ, sa mga tao. Nakalagay ho yan sa Biblia. Yan ho, mga 5 to 6 months lang ho yung tilapia nga, nagbe-breed na. Yan ho yung tilapia na napakalaki. So, ayan ho, makikita nyo yung tilapia nga, napakalaki ho yan. Saan ho ba yan makikita? Yung tilapyang yan, saan kaya galing yung tilapyang yan? Laki naman ito. Iyan ho, ang baby ng ating CEO'ng si Rocky Friends. Dito ho nyo makikita yan sa Avenue 81. Dito napakita ho yung broodstock natin. Ayan ho. Kung may yung iklog ho, yung tilapia dun sa bunganga. Yan ho, si Tatay Kare. So, nag-observe ho dito sa ating fish farm dahil sa Pilipinas sabi ho sa kanya ay mag-seminar, kaya old timer ho ito, American citizen ho yan. Sabi niya, ba't ako magse-seminar, puntahan ko na lang yung aking kaibigan na si Rocky Friends at doon na lang mag-seminar. Kaya ho, nandiyan siya at inobserbahan niya yung ating pagtitilapia dito sa Amerika. Bale yan ho, si Rolly, pinapakita na naman yung ayan, yung female tilapia. Nakikita nyo ho, yung iklog na nasa bunganga at nilalagay ho nila dun sa balde. Bale ho, kinukolekta nila yung mga iklog sa bunganga ho ng tilapia. At yun po ay dadalhin natin dun sa hatchery at dun ho natin i-incubate. Bale ho, ang in charge naman dun ho ay ang ating farm manager na si Irma. Bali makikita niyo dito si Arman, si Rolly, si Tatay Kare at yung ating CEO na si Rocky Friends na only this time yung makikita itong nakalusong sa tubig. Dahil ho, very kung ho siya dito sa ating mga broodstock na ito, talaga hong man to man ang kanyang pagbabantay at chinecheck niya.
demands technical know-how, highly skilled workers, good equipment and instrumentations, and a very good financial backup to sustain a high stocking density. Keeping and growing tilapia requires market size entails a lot of responsibilities, which means an expenditure not only money but also time. Through continuous innovation and research, many problems are solved in the intensive culture system, but greatly affected financially those partly funded commercial developments. Serious efforts towards practical and efficient tank design and understanding harnessing the available natural resources reduce the production costs. Tilapia, native to Africa and Middle East, captured and fished since biblical times. In Israel, they are called St. Peter's fish. The ancient Egyptians bred and raised them as source of food. The capacity of tilapia to adapt to a wide range of environmental situations surpasses the practically all other fish species. It is precisely this capability that has resulted in their being used as an important food source in many tropical countries, where they are now farmed like cargo trout in Europe and North America. Tilapia, the second most common farm-raised fish in the world. The development of quality broodstock is one of the key in the success of intensive tilapia farming. Three-way crossing of different species of tilapia is usually done. The species that are most commonly reared in aquaculture are in genus Orichromis. These include the Nile tilapia, Orichromis niloticus, the Mozambique tilapia, Orichromis mozambicus, the blue tilapia, Orichromis aureus, and Orichromis hornorum. The main objective of broodstock development is to tailor fit the condition of the existing water of the farm, temperature, environmental and nutritional requirements to achieve the maximum growth rate from fry to status size the shortest time possible. Record keeping of the length-weight relationship, growth rate potential to eggs is a must to every farm. By religiously monitoring and recording this important data will be your barometer in the eggs production during spawning. In industrialized tilapia farming, breeders should produce uniform offsprings, meaning like growing only one or two tilapia which numbers a million. Male and female tilapia are meticulously inspected by the highly trained technician. The female tilapia are separated from the male and put into conditioning tank, thus triggering gonadal attrition. Being able to do synchronous spawning, production of eggs is maximized. Broodstock are always maintained on high protein diet to maintain production of quality eggs that result into healthy fry. Male tilapia begins courtship display in front of the female. Only the male takes an initiative in courtship while the female plays merely a passive role. Female tilapia responded to courting. Male banded monogamous pair remain together until the fertilized eggs is picked up by the female, and male tilapia will immediately look for another female and will readily mate again. Almost all tilapia are mouth brooders, where one of the parents takes up the eggs into its mouth for hatching. Cannibalism between fingerlings and fry are high among tilapia. The fingerlings will eat anything alive that is near eating fry. The female tilapia looks after the fry until they are able to swim around independently. The female tilapia will open her mouth as a refuge whenever any danger threatens the young. The spawning pond sex ratio is 1:3. Tilapia eggs are collected from the mouth of the female tilapia for artificial incubation. Bear in mind, the production of eggs in intensive tilapia farming is stronger than grow out of tilapia. The accurate record of spawning are very important in investigating the environmental or behavioral requirements needed for successful production of eggs may depend on being able to replicate these special circumstances that trigger spawning, multifactorial, consisting perhaps of combination of factors such as water temperature, presence of natural food for the survival of the fry, photoperiod and change in water chemistry. The female tilapia where eggs are collected are transferred to conditioning tank in preparation for another spawn. Reproductive success or hatchability must be done within age classes or on fees of similar sizes. Should produce 80 to 100% male offspring, and sex reversal should not be more than 20%. Tilapia hatchery. Collected tilapia eggs are immediately processed by highly trained technician for artificial incubation. Environmental changes plays a direct part in the levels of stress level, and the acclimatization to hatchery water conditions should be done gradually. Unwanted debris, scales and fingerlings are carefully separated from the eggs and fry. Continuous supply of clean water with a constant temperature between 26 and 28 degrees centigrade is maintained within the hatchery. Hatch fry are carefully separated from the eggs before pouring the eggs in the incubator jar. carries a tube within a tube designed to allow circulating water to enter the bottom of the jar to keep the eggs in circular motion without carrying eggs out of the jar. Newly hatched stream of fry are carried out of the jar by the upwelling water currents. Unhatched and hatched eggshells are immediately removed to prevent any contamination of water, which will be the cause of disease. This to ensure the survivability of the newly hatched fry. Once the fry start feeding, they are fed with high protein diet every 2 hours. Any uneaten food and waste are immediately removed from the tank. Fry are moved to 30-footer circular tank where natural food is also available. They are still maintained on high protein diet. Water suitable for growing fish or tilapia is a complex soup consisting of gases, minerals, solids, and many different organisms. The combination and proportions of these components and the resulting levels of, for example, acidity, alkalinity, hardness, salinity, and nitrogen for the type of fish you want to grow are vital for the long-term health of your tank. So managing the water chemistry of your tank involves first designing your tank from the outset with the correct basic materials, and then what source of water you're going to use, the amount of water and its availability, and then monitoring water quality regularly so that you can spot the correct problems very early on. On this way, fish and other inhabitants will not be subjected to any significant stress. It's true to say that the health of any fish is closely related to the health of its environment. The big concrete circular tanks, the water stains, and natural foods are food tube. Once the fingerlings reach the 10 grams weight and length of 1 inch, they are weighed and sampled in preparation for transfer to grow out tank. Same age and sizes should be observed the date when it was transferred. What tank should be recorded, and every 2 weeks the growth rate should be monitored. Acclimatization to water condition and tank environment should be done gradually. This is an SOP in every transfer of fish. Fish, like all animals, require a well-balanced diet including protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamins, and minerals. In intensive tilapia farming, fish, especially the high protein needed for growth, comprise the status size comprises 30 to 60% of the total operating costs of intensive tilapia farming. The efficiently growing natural food that contains the much needed protein for growth will greatly reduce the expenses for manufactured fish meals, especially the expensive high protein feeds. Dissolved oxygen, pH, ammonia, and nitrite is checked daily, including the water temperature of the tank on different places. Feeding of supplemental protein diet is maintained every day to assure their target weight of marketable size is achieved. Continuous supply of water coming from geothermal deep well is maintained. These are some of the environmental requirements needed by tilapia to stay healthy. Hard alkaline water, 250 milligrams per liter calcium carbonate. Constant temperature of 26 degrees centigrade with a pH range of 8.6 to 9.2. Remember that the grow-out tank used in growing fish in aquaculture has no or little ecosystem balance. Grow-out tank control the environment, focus in dissolved oxygen, waste management, and levels, ability of water to ionization. Starter-sized tilapia are harvested and transferred to high stocking density circular tank. The starter size are transferred to the grow-out tank for marketable-sized tilapia. 100-liter concrete circular tank with a high stocking density. A 5-horsepower padding wheel is kept running 24/7. Demand feeders are used for feeding tilapia. It delivers the feeds to continuous trickles of a small amount of feeds due to the pendulum-like movement created by the water current. Circular tanks used in intensive tilapia farming are self-cleaning. Flushing of the accumulated waste in the center of the tank should be done regularly to maintain the healthiness of the water suitable for growing tilapia. Only the locally grown tilapia can supply the live market and can supply the needed demand of the market today. After all the money and time is spent in growing tilapia to market size, a very efficient grading and harvesting system that minimizes stress and will not damage the scales and mucus of tilapia should be taken in serious consideration. By every tilapia farm selling their produce live to the end consumers. Stocking density level circular tank containing marketable size tilapia is being prepared for harvesting. Idea of harvesting grading system I designed for circular tank exceeded the farm expectation and proved to be significantly less traumatic to tilapia harvested for market. By minimizing stress and damage to scales and mucus, you produce a high-quality tilapia uniform in size and a consistent product that can demand a competitive price. Tilapia remain calmly in the water while the smaller fish swim through the smooth surface of the grading bars, and the marketable size the starter waves do not scrape the scales or the mucus. The harvesting grading process needn't be unduly stressful or physically traumatizing to the workers or tilapia. By taking control of the grading process, you deliver more fish because you can sort more tilapia with less time and labor. During few hours, took all day to do before. Holding tank for tilapia ready for market. Early morning loading is done since water temperature is lower and favorable to fish. Transporting your produce to outlet can be extremely stressful. Water temperature, dissolved oxygen, and ionized ammonia, and other ways that may contaminate and affect the quality of water inside your transport tank should be always monitored along the way. Delivery of live tilapia to outlet is twice a week. You must have a very good transport system in your delivery. The storage system of live market in the United States is an aquarium, and the outlet only orders the amount needed to be consumed 3 to 4 days. The total health, wholesome appearance, and survivability of tilapia inside the aquarium of the outlet where they display or produce will dictate its desirability to the end consumers. The United States market has the most demanding consumer. They want quality produce, tastier and safer fish to eat. The price they're willing to pay to ensure what they're eating is beneficial to their health and well-being.
In a world with increasingly limited land for growing food, we invest in agricultural enterprises that produce the highest possible yield per acre. We also leverage that strength by using the most efficient energy resources on the planet. It's no secret that some of the smartest investors in the world are betting on the development of highly efficient methods of growing food in smaller spaces. People like George Soros, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates have seen the numbers and added farmland to their portfolios. Here's what they know. The world's population is projected to be 40% higher by 2050 than it is today. That's not far down the road, and yet our farmland is shrinking every year. An estimated worldwide equivalent of 40% of California's agricultural land is lost every 18 months, which will result in a dramatic increase in the cost of food. But there's hope and opportunity. There are methods of farming that can address these frightening numbers and help feed a hungry planet while generating profits for forward-thinking investors. In short, a chance to do well by doing good. In this respect, New Global Energy Business Unit, Aquafarming Tech, has been at the forefront of developing and implementing the most advanced sustainable methods of producing premium seafood since 1993. Its operations are located just east of Palm Springs, in the heart of the Coachella Valley in California. When aquafarming tech started, global aquaculture accounted for less than 10% of seafood consumption. Now it's about 40%. The United States imports about 86% of its seafood, only half of which is wild caught. In fact, what looks like a brilliant idea now had its critics 20 years ago, as our aquafarming manager, industry legend Rocky French explains.
When we started, everybody was thinking that we were crazy because we're trying to build fish farm in the desert. It turned out this is the very best place to start fish farming.
But as ideal as the Coachella Valley is for growing tilapia, this type of farming also has its pitfalls. In California and elsewhere, other fish farms have shut down as a result of 3 persistent issues. We're fortunate that Rocky and the rest of our technical team have met these challenges.
High density type of fish farming, you're faced with like 3 major problems. Electricity, feed, and water. In our case, we're able to mitigate our problem by putting a solar array. We save about, we save about 80 to 90% of our electric bill already. The second issue was water use. And of course, in the farm, we're doing recirculation. We pump the water, it goes into our reservoir, gets cleaned up by the water vegetation. One of the major costs of fish production is feed. We figured that if we could build our own feed mill, design our own feed, and have better control on what type of ingredients that we could put in the feed, this would be a major contribution to the production of good quality, sustainable type of fish.
In addition to producing our own feed, Aquafarming Tech has developed a proprietary fish feeding methodology that is projected to save up to 70% of the overall feed cost. The program involves feeding our fish green algae for the first 4 months in the grow-out ponds. In their natural environment, tilapia, which are vegetarian, feed on nutrient-rich algae and other aquatic plants. This sustainable technique dramatically lowers the feed cost, and the oxygen-producing action of the algae reduces electricity costs by diminishing the need to run mechanical paddle wheels to aerate the water during the day when the electricity rates are at their highest. By successfully solving critical cost issues that confront fish farming in this area, we lead the industry in tilapia farming, and we are in a position to acquire or lease other California fish farms as they have closed. Because Aquafarming Tech has perfected high-density aquafarming, our yields are much higher per acre than traditional fish farming. Most farms yield about 1,200 to 1,500 fish per acre, while we average 30 to 35,000 fish per acre.
summertime. So you know, here in Coachella, especially here in Thermal, the temperature over here during summertime is around 3 digits, and I experienced it that even up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit, and still moringa, you see that, can withstand the desert heat. The worker of Rocky have harvested all those small branches. That's the way they do that. They this moringa, because winter time is coming, and this will grow again, because there's some moringa here that they use, because every part of this plant or this tree can be used. It is high in all the energy and protein and everything. And this moringa, in Africa they call it never die tree, because this tree will again sprout and be like that tree over there. So this is really amazing how this tree cannot be said it's really a tree, because these are big. This is around, we planted this one maybe 2008 or maybe 2000, maybe Rocky planted around 2010. Moringa, comparing it to the moringa that we plant back in the Philippines, you will see that these are really a tree. You see, they're big. You see that? I cannot even believe that this moringa will have this kind of, you see how this moringa are really, it's a tree, man. Do you see that? These are the tilapia. Hello, hello. They're coming, they're coming. You see? Hello, tilapia. Hello. These are the fingerlings in the 30-footer here in Aqua Farming Tech. Okay, combination of the normal tilapia, and you can see some reds. So the 30-footer, where they grow the from fry to fingerlings. So there you are, and those are the tilapia, the normal ones, and you can see the moringa tree. It's over here with these are the 30-footer for the grow out for as you can see here. You see, all these tilapia are coming now because they're thinking I'm going to feed them. That is really beautiful, because when you start, even the tilapia, you see that? They're not even afraid, because they think it's time for feeding. There you are. You see that? That's really beautiful. They're coming here. They're like trained already. So when they see a human being, they think they're ready for feeding, that even the fish can be trained. You see that? This is a documentation that really, you see, they're coming all over. There you are, they're jumping. Feed me, feed me. Beautiful. These are some of the moringa. These are the moringa plants, or the moringa tree, that Rocky Friends is using in combining it with the fish feeds, that they are now also the one that they are now manufacturing their own pellets. And you see at the background, those are some of the feeds that is ready for the tilapia. They combine it with the moringa, and here it is. This is the innovation that we have done during. These are the moringa leaves. That's being used now by Rocky Friends in having a good quality product. And this is the fruit of our labor in our innovation and research that we have done a long time ago. And this will only justify because those employees of Foursquare Church did not respect all my videos and my properties and all my journals. That only evidence that I have done my research in aquaculture, and now this will now be the truth will set us all free, because they think I am lying, that I know Rocky Friends, that I collaborated with the man that's now considered a visionary in the 21st century. However, of moringa that already dried up. Now here in Rocky's Place farm, aqua farming tech with Donze. This is the where now they manufacture now their own for feeding tilapia, and Donze, just go over there and that is the moringa that they remove the seeds where Don Jose, when they what year you're here, Don Jose? 2011, right? Yeah. And now it's 2018, and here is now what even Don Jose have helped Rocky in planting the moringa. And this is the moringa. They have taken the fruits, the seeds already. All right, Don Jose, right? This is the moringa. Yeah. And then you can see over here, oh, there's the, oh, we can get some of the, this one. Don Jose, can you help me? The seeds. We need the seeds of the moringa, because somebody is asking us to bring some moringa seeds back, and we'll get some of those. And then here's the you go over there. These are some of the where they mix the feeds, and you go over there, Donald says, so that they will see that we are really a friend of Rocky, because Rocky is now going to donate some because we told him that we started our ministry, Another Chance Ministry, helping the homeless, because what we have experienced now being a homeless. So I have chosen to do first my ministry, and this is the mixtures that I do over here, ready for feeding tilapia. So here is another, those are the fruits of moringa, and here's now the leaves of moringa and branches. Don't say, can you go over there so that they can that we can show that we are not joking. So here's Don Jose, and the background are the moringa, and you will see here the leaves of moringa that is used in feeding the tilapia. And there you are, and they mix it with this one, and Rocky have the formulation. So now aqua farming tech is self-sustaining for the feeds, which is the one eating the profit of aquaculture, especially this kind of market that we have over here. live market, and now we can say that we have now here a product, the tilapia, that is different, because even the feeds now is manufactured by Aquafarming Tech. This is the first here in America, right, Don Jose? Don't say you look like Tom Cruise. All right, and we are ready to go back to LA after informing Rocky that I lost the videos that we have, and here on this side. So this is the place where I stayed before when I'm doing my intensive tilapia farming, and those are just passed by the solar panel that is now, we have here the solar panel, and this is the grow out tank. Okay, and these are the solar panel. So now Aquafarming Tech is self-sustaining in electricity, and at the same time also in feeds. And you go there straight, no, straight, yeah. So the solar panel that is now over here, I think this is more than almost 10 acres, okay, of solar panel. Man, this is a lot of solar panels that is now, because this is the one that they're using right now, running all those big paddy wheels. See, there you are. Then you go there, you see. So now it is self-sustaining even in energy. Under the tree we have the shade. Okay, so I have to, let's go to Rocky and ask for the donation that he promised to our ministry. Don't say, right? The Another Chance Ministry.
Another chance.
Yeah, of course.
Another
Okay.
chance.
Okay.